Most beginners waste years on things that just don't matter. I've produced over 500 songs, collaborated with multi platinum artists, and if I had to start over today, I'd probably ignore 90% of the tutorials online and do these 7 things instead. Let's start with number 1, the biggest low hanging fruit almost everyone skips. Master your shortcuts and your mouse moves immediately. Learn to fly around Logic, selection tools, zooming, snapping, dragging automation, the whole flow. These habits are going to make your workflow 10 times faster, and it's just going to stop you from getting stuck in the UI and to actually get back to making music. I ignored this at first. I was like, yeah, shortcuts, whatever, but I wasted so much time fumbling around. And the truth is, most modern music production happens on the computer nowadays. So you got to get really good at the computer. I've linked my personal Logic Pro cheat sheet in the description. Grab it, it's going to save you hours. Number 2, take a songwriting course. Seriously, I know, but I waited too long to do this and I wish I hadn't. Once I actually learned melody, rhythm, and structure, everything I produced started sounding just more intentional and better. And I know what you're thinking. I already know how to songwrite and I'm a great songwriter. I've been doing it for decades. Sure, but more information I think can help. It's the difference between like stacking loops and writing songs that just actually connect with people. At the heart of every great production is a great song. If you don't know how to write a song and your song's not working, no mix, no plugin or preset is going to save it. Number 3, ignore compression and EQ for now, and probably some other stuff too. But I know plugins are fun. It's tempting to spend hours tweaking knobs because that's where you actually think the results are going to come from, but that's just not true. This stuff is just noise. You shouldn't be stressing about compressors when you're still trying to figure out how to record a clean sound in the first place. It's like trying to frost a cake when you haven't even baked it yet. So skip these mixing rabbit holes. You'll learn way faster once your fundamentals are solid. Just forget about them for now. You will eventually learn them. Number 4, start with great sounds right away. Don't waste time scrolling through like 200 stock snare sounds, hoping that one will just magically slap. For example, let's say you make pop, folk, or rock, then invest in a pro like drum library or bass library. If you make dance music, get a third-party like dance music pack that actually has finished sounding sounds that are really sounding good. It's a lot of sounds. The stock Logic ones, they're like okay. They're pretty general. They'll get you off to the races and get started, but most of the time they just feel a bit flat and general, and I think they are just going to hold you back. Like think of it like cooking a meal. You're going to make a way better meal with better ingredients, even if you're just still learning how to cook. So skip to the gold at first, and then everything you make is just going to instantly sound better because you have good ingredients. Number 5, focus on the 20% of mixing that's actually going to give you 80% of the results. Most of mixing and actually getting really good at mixing is just learning volume balance. Mixing, of course, has a lot of plugins involved, but it's really about knowing how to manage volume and how to place things and balance things together. So pull up a few of your favorite tracks and listen closely. How loud is the vocal? Where does the kick sit in comparison to the bass track? Or what's tucked in the background? Once your ears start to hear that and you hear that balance, you're instantly going to start sounding a little bit more pro, even without all those bells and whistle plugins, which you will eventually get to. It's all out there, so just start listening more intentionally. Number 6, make a lot of songs like a lot. You don't build your production muscle by watching tutorials, you build it by doing reps. Like my first 100 songs, garbage, but that's how I got to making the stuff I'm proud of making now. And your growth lives in the doing, not the watching. So get back in the dot and rack up those reps. Number 7, I just told you not to watch tutorials. So do this instead. Pay a pro to help you early. Seriously, this move saved me years of trial and error. Whether it's a mentor, coach, or program, nothing beats getting that real-time feedback personalized really early in your music production career. And that's exactly what we do at Make Your Music and in this Make Your Music community. We guide you one-on-one with personalized feedback and step-by-step lessons tailored to you, personalized and customized to your sound. So if you're serious about leveling up and you're just done guessing and frustrated with those general courses, check out the link in the description to join the next cohort. I would love to help you on your journey.